Shalom and good day all, this is Tehilling29 back again for some indie comic reviews. And in these indie comic reviews, I'm covering Megaman X timelines and Speed Racer issue 1. So I'll now get things ready for the first one that I'll be reviewing. So starting off with first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? It does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we follow the Mega Man known as X, as we do get to learn who the villain is here, and we learn that it's the Chill Penguin, and we get to see what they're doing. They've sort of made a bit of a threat, and it's up to X and whoever to help put a stop to the trouble that is happening within this universe. As we start to move towards the middle of the story, we do get to see a bit of a fight between the characters, but of course, like all heroes, this one has to try to win at all costs. And of course, he does finally get the win. And I will, of course, be getting the next issue in relation to these timeline series. So for the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the story. So first things first, did we get anything time-wise? Yes, the future, which is 21XX, so whatever that is in sort of like the 21st century. Next is the location. We learned that it's taking place in one of the mountains. Last but not least, we do have the cast of characters consisting of X, the Chill Penguin, Sigma, Dr. Kane, Dr. Thomas Light, and lastly, the character known as Storm Eagle. For my overall rating, I give it a 7 out of 10. Not only that, I think they actually did a real fantastic job with this particular issue, where with the first one that they brought out on just Mega Man, they did sort of stuff up and didn't really bring across who some of the villains were that Mega Man was taking or coming across. In this one, they seem to have corrected the mistake, and this is why it's deserving of the 7 out of 10. Next is Speed Racer. So, as we move into Speed Racer issue 1, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? In some essence it does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move in relation to the area of the internal art, but also what's happening story-wise with the characters. And to those who don't know, Speed Racer is sort of like the English equivalent of the Japanese Mak Gogo. So this is sort of like, I guess, the localized version of it. Made to be a little bit better for the English audience. So as the story begins, we end up meeting the main character, and of course his parents, and his old man, and also, I guess, some of his friends and family, and also someone who is also sort of like doing a story of this character's journey. As the story continues, we learn that there are some things occurring within the family home, and we do get some flashbacks between past and present. As the story continues, we learn that something is happening to the main character's old man, and I guess this is in a way his Uncle Ben moment. And of course, with him racing to the hospital to get his old man there so he can recover. And last but not least, we meet Racer X, and I believe Racer X will actually be getting his own run, to which we learn that, who's running it? Don't worry about it. I'll worry about it when we get to the review of Racer X. So for the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the story. So starting off, first things first, did we get anything time-wise? Sure enough, we did. We had 10 years ago as well as now. Next is the locations that made an appearance in the story. We had a diner, a racetrack. We, of course, had the hospital, and also somewhere elsewhere. Where the elsewhere was, we got no idea. Next is the cast of characters known as Rex Racer, Sprittle, who's sort of like the young YouTube sensation of sorts, and of course Racer X. For the overall story rating, I give it a 7 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.